Bruce, this is part one from your July 7th, 2024 lesson. The one on the right, we talked about getting the proper backswing. We wanted the Elvis leg, left leg, and all, and we wanted to get the left shoulder behind the ball. So we really talked about that and hit some balls. Tried to encourage you to straighten out that left foot instead of having it flared. You typically have it flared like 45. This one a little less, but what we want is it not flared at all. Okay, but even with it flared and focusing on that Elvis leg, we ended up with this backswing, which is pretty good. I mean, you could play with this, okay? And the big key is the left shoulder is well behind the ball, and see the slant of your upper back away from the target. That's really good, okay? So you could play with this. Now, when you come down, so that Elvis leg has done, that left lower leg has done a nice job, considering you still have the left foot flared. But see, you're actually, you can actually see this. So that leg is caved in, and then on the downswing, watch the left knee. The lower leg gets vertical early, so there's a good weight shift, so that part is good. And then you kind of swing through and like that. So you could play with this. So this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see in the mirror. We want to see that back slanted away from the target like that. We want the right shoulder to disappear behind your head and all. So again, you could play with this swing. So you're coming through pretty good. Now, the bad thing about it is the head starts at that purple cross, and then it raises up and about 3 inches, and then moves back. And when you come down, you never really get the eye line back to where it started. So you get a good chance of topping this ball. Okay, but you could still play with it because you got a good turn. Now, looking at some details is, that left arm from here on is a total breakdown, and we can get by with a little breakdown and bend, but this is just too much. And see how your hands get so close to your head, so you're hurting width. Now the problem is you've got to, you're losing about, from ramrod straight, you're probably losing like 40 degrees, and then so you have some motion there at the top of your backswing, and then to hit, you've got to reestablish that left arm, and you never do. See, it's bent, you come through, and then you go right into a chicken wing. Okay, so you end up with a limited width and stuff like that. So the first challenge is to get a complete backswing with an Elvis leg. The next is work on a ramrod straight left arm. Okay? So what we did was we hit some balls and talked about it, and we ended up with this swing on the left where, yeah, it's a stage swing, but that's a top position. Okay, so look at the difference. That's the top position, like here, and here's this one. And how did we get to this stage position? By thinking or focusing on a full shoulder rotation and a half arm swing. And as long as that left shoulder gets behind the ball, which it is, you're set. Now, you could improve this by taking the flare out of the left and get a little more Elvis knee, and that'll get you a little bit, we want more like that. That'll get you a little more turn with the shoulder, okay? So we can improve that, but just get in the mirror and get to the, you could play with this position on the left. There's not a lot of stuff going on. You don't, and see how the width, see how your hands are as far from your head as possible, as opposed to this, it's like you got your left thumb in your ear, you're that close. That's on the right. Okay, on the left this is perfect. So get in the mirror and duplicate this top position with a better leg action, left leg action. Okay, so now as you come down, you have this good weight shift, turn, and you turn through the ball and things like that. So that's the number 2 challenge, is we want to keep that thing, as close to ramrod straight. You have to shoot for ramrod and hope it's just bent a little bit. This one on the right, just there's too much inconsistency built in bending it like 40 degrees and then reestablishing the radius. So number 2 is there. And then the follow-up video, part 2, talks about the 3rd challenge, which is, shallowing the club out and preventing that over-the-top move. And you just have to review that and take notes when you review it.